Good morning, Coach Mack. Welcome to Bridge for Our Youth Ministries. Today we're going to continue with the last part of our lesson, encouraging young people to discover what things you're good at. When I left off the last time, I made some comments about you must learn to sow into your own vision. No one, even the pastor, is going to spend a lot of time telling you to sow into your own vision, because they are occupied with the vision of the church and our family as well. You must wisen up and sow into your own personal vision. This is not selfish, but this is wise. Again, this is not selfish, but this is not being selfish, but it's being wise. When God gave you a gift and gifts and talents, the Word of God said that it make room for you. So, how is your gift going to make room for you if you allow people to abuse the way that they control and abuse you and abuse you and control what God has blessed you with? So you have to be wise, you have to be bold, you have to be willing to speak up for yourself. That's very important. Okay, now let's ask this question. Why do a lot of times young people never seem to get moving? You know you're gifted in some areas. You know you're very talented. You know you're very skillful. But yet sometimes it seems like you just don't move. You just don't take that next step that you need to explore and discover more about what you're good at. And why is this? Well, I'm going to share this with you, and you think about yourself. Okay, you judge yourself. Okay, I think every man, every woman should evaluate themselves. I remember my son first went out for middle school basketball, and he was really good with youth sports. And then when he got to middle school, now it's a different challenge. And I can remember when he first started doing it, I felt like, you know what, I was concerned about how he would take it if he got cut from the team. But then God began to minister something to me that's very powerful. And that is, how are young people going to be able to become victorious and prosperous, successful young people if they don't experience any type of adversity? When you go to adversity kind of tells on you. It kind of tells on you whether you're ready to go to the next level and whatever it may be that you desire to do. How you handle adversity. It's not how you handle things when times are going good. It's not how the basketball team hold up when things are going good. It's how they hold up when things are not going so good. It's how, it doesn't matter about how, anyone can be cheerful when things are going good. But when adversity comes, that's when your faith is tested. The adversity. So, I think one of the things that you young people face, just as many of the adults face, is one, you're afraid to fail. You're afraid to fail. Why is it that people, why do you think people are afraid to fail? Is it just because they're not going to get something that they want? That's one part of it. But also, sometimes you may feel like if you fail something, all eyes are going to be watching you. Every eye is going to be on you. Everyone's going to look down on you a certain way. And the reality is that's not true. Many times people are not studying you. They're trying to get something for themselves. They're trying to get themselves in position as young people that their life will be blessed. So don't be afraid to fail. Because once you fail, you know how it feels. And you can still go on. So fear. The Bible speaks about fear. Say God does not give us the spirit of fear, but of power and love and a sound mind. The next thing I believe that young people that you have to deal with is procrastinating. You put off things. You put off writing up your vision plan. You put off writing up your budget. So procrastinating is another reason why a lot of young people never really get to the next step in their life. Number three, this is very important. The third one is appraisal. so many people, adults have same problem too. I don't have a big problem with that because if I'm going to do something in my life, if people say it's okay and they agree with me, that's fine. It doesn't really matter. But that's my age of life. I'm going to do what God told me to do. They don't think I'm going to be successful. It doesn't really matter. But for you young people, it's different. You look for people to approve of what you're doing, and you say you want to really get hot and heavy into being a singer, but you want people to approve it, or you want to be a musician, you want to go to another level, or whatever it may be. You may be going to business or whatever, and you're looking for adults to approve of what you get ready to go into, and that's not good. Because if you wait on people to approve what you were called to do, you'll be waiting for a long time. The next thing is, many times, young people, you want a guarantee. That if you take this move and to try to do this thing, you want a guarantee that everything is going to fall in smooth. And that's just not realistic. Whenever you step out on faith to do something, there's a risk. Let's say you took $1,000, you invested into the stock market, okay? There's a risk. There's a risk that you might lose money, and then there's a possibility you may gain money. So there's a risk. And so many times you don't want to take a risk. You want something that's going to be guaranteed, and that's not the way life works. Number five, not willing to make sacrifices. Not willing to spend the extra time in the studying to be better at that instrument. Not willing to take the extra time to work out in the gym, to get your foot moving together. If you're a basketball player or a football player, not willing to run those extra laps during the winter time to get in shape. Not willing to do the extra things is the reason why a lot of young people don't ever get to where they want to go to the next step. Now, the next thing is full of excuses. Well, I would go out and run up this. I would take some more music classes to upgrade my education, but excuses. That's another reason why a lot of you don't get where you got to go. Stop making excuses and start moving forward. Next one is the company that you hang with are a company of people who are non-motivated. Therefore, if you're constantly around a company of people who are non-motivated, then they're not going to really motivate you to help push you to the next level. The next one is very prevalent. Yeah, you may be a Mexican, maybe a Caucasian, Afro-American. You could be a young lady, a young man, and you allow yourself to be intimidated by racial stereotypes, gender stereotypes. You let those things affect you so much that you want to step out and be what you want to be. For instance, one might say, well, I want to go into this field here, but people might say, well, this field is dominated by men. Why do you want to go in that field? Or either vice versa. Okay? You should allow yourself to be dominated by those thoughts. Go for it. Number 9, I hope it doesn't apply to many of you, but it's just lazy and slowful. Just lazy, non-motivated, lazy individual, okay, that won't get up and do the thing you have to do. Number 10, as a result of being lazy, you're just not prepared to be blessed in the next area. Boy, I hope if that's you, that you would really come out of that, because you can miss so much by being lazy. Jesus told a parable about the man with talents. And Jesus told this parable as a lesson to the people. Okay. It said verse 12, St. Luke chapter 18, St. Luke chapter 19, help me Jesus. St. Luke chapter 19, verse 12. And he said, there was a certain nobleman which went into a country to receive for himself a kingdom to return. Before he left, he called his 10 servants and delivered them 10 pounds, and say unto them, Occupy till I come. And it came to pass that when he was returned, having received the kingdom, verse 15 says, and it came to pass that when he was returned, having received the kingdom, that he commanded these servants to be called unto him, to whom he had given the money, that he might know how many every man had gained by trading. How many men had put what they had to use. Verse 16. Then came the first, saying, Lord, that pound has gained 10 pounds. And he said unto him, Well done, good servant, because thou hast been faithful in little things, hast thou authority over 10 cities. And the second came and said, Lord, that pound has gained 5 pounds. And he said likewise to him, Be thou also over 5 cities. And it came to pass, verse 20, and another came saying, Lord, behold, here is the pound that I kept laid up in a napkin. In other words, this next servant did not do anything with it. Just like some of you with your talents, you're skillful. You're skillful. You have skill. You can play the guitar. You can. You may be a good athlete, but you won't be a better athlete because you're too lazy to work out, to do the extra things. You may be a painter. Okay, that may be what you're good at. Okay, but you're too lazy to go out to and perfect what you have been blessed with. Okay, and this is what's happening to this individual here. Okay. He said, I fear, because thou art a hard man. Thou takest up without layest not, and reapest without doest not so. In other words, this man was saying, Master, I was afraid because I knew that you would require me to increase. So this servant had fear and was slothful, probably lazy, and did not make any increase in the talent that was given to him. Maybe God wants to give you more talents, but He wants you to use that which you have now. He wants you to begin to use that which you have. He wants you to begin to get motivated and begin to use what He's given to you. So it's very important not to sit on your talent. Don't sit on your gift any longer. Don't make excuses any longer. It's time, young people, for you to get out there and really, really allow your gift to make room for you. I encourage you, young people, to do so. Some of you like football, some of you like basketball, some of you desire to be go to college and be an athlete or whatever. That's fine. But make sure you have a backup plan. Have at least 2 or 3 things as a backup plan, that one thing don't go right, you can have something else to fall back on. That's being wise, okay? I encourage you, young people, to please, okay? I'm getting ready to close now. Please, don't no longer sit on your talents. No longer sit on your gifts. No longer sit on your skills, but put them to use. May God bless you and you be motivated to go out there and do something with what God's given you.